Bidvest Group technical analysis and price prediction. And as you guys know, we normally start off our analysis on the monthly chart and sometimes work our way down to the daily. But yeah, here we are on the monthly chart, and on the monthly chart we can see that price actually came back to this area to retest this very strong level of resistance. And again, it is a very strong level of resistance because we had multiple rejections in and around that area, as you guys can see in the past, and we recently had another one here. And to add to this, we also have what seems to be a double top over here, which has a neckline at that point. And because this particular double top, started here, we ideally want to see price at least move further down to close pretty much in line with this double top and to complete that structure. I hope you guys can see that. So what am I saying? So what I'm saying, in other words, is that buying this particular stock at this point in time, in my very, very humble opinion, is not a good idea. Right? It's not a good idea, as we may potentially see price actually move further down to around here to close, as I said, in line with where this particular structure would have started. I hope you guys can see that. What else do we see in regards to this particular stock? I don't see much really, but I would say that as much as I've said all that, the best thing, in my humble opinion, again, is to rather wait for price to reach this level over here, which is not only the neckline of this double top, but also a very strong level of support at this point in time. To add to this, we also have this channel over here, which also acts as dynamic support. And as much as I'm saying that we may potentially see price continue to move further down, it is also quite possible that the market may only move to this level where we have the dynamic support as well as the dynamic support as well. We may potentially see price move further up, especially because we also have this candlestick over here. And what it is, as you guys can see, is it's a bullish candlestick with a relatively small body and a very long upper wick. And what that tells us is that at the top, where that wick ends, we actually have a lot of liquidity there, and that liquidity is money. And as I always say, that represents a level at which the market needs to get to withdraw that money. Yeah, so there is plenty of scope for the market to move further up, as much as I'm saying that we have this double top over here, right? The last point that I want to make is that we have this huge multi-session W structure, and just like with the double top, which started here, right, price went up, gave us a double top, and then potentially may go down, right? We may see price actually continue to move further up to close pretty much in line with where this huge W structure would have started, right? It started here, and ideally we want to see it close there in line pretty much with where it had started, right? Yeah. So in conclusion, again, buying at this point in time, in my very humble opinion, is still not a good idea, despite the fact that we have this multi-session W structure. It may be best, in my humble opinion, again, to wait for price to reach this level, and at that level is where we may evaluate, because at the end of the day, it is also quite possible that price may actually do this and move further down to complete this double top or M structure and close pretty much in line with where it would have started. Especially also because, as much as we have this structure, which is a W structure, we had a lot of investors and traders actually buying at that point on the second leg and placing their stop losses just below, right? So there's a lot of money stuck here that the market needs to at some point trigger. And as I said, because we have this double top here, price may potentially move further down to grab that liquidity and then only continue to move further up to around here, right, which is where we have that candlestick that's carrying all of that liquidity. I hope what I'm saying makes sense.